Well, it certainly has been very moist over the past few days over the southern West Virginia. And that's why, as you take a look at our humidity graphic, we see humidities are in the 80, 90, and 100% range as we go through our 6 o'clock hours. So one of the things that we told you about during the 5, we were showing you those weather headlines that patchy fog was a possibility. And that's begun to develop in some areas. So you want to be careful as you head out and about in the southern coalfields down to Tazewell County, where we see visibility cut down to 0.2 of a mile at this hour in Pineville and 4 miles in Oak Hill. So again, patchy fog is a possibility. And as we go through the rest of the nighttime hours tonight, this is what our Futurecast thinks about the visibilities. Notice that it cuts them down in lots of places around the region. Again, a lot of moisture on the ground because there's a lot of snow on the ground. Just about everyone picked up some snow, except of course in the far northern regions, which is why Summersville visibility is expected to be right around 11 miles when everyone else is sitting in the 2 and 3 mile neighborhood. I-64 mile marker 124, a whole bunch of snow fell here, about 3 or 4 inches, no doubt about that. Current conditions in Bluefield, which picked up 2 inches of snow, at least according to a couple of the reports that I saw earlier today. Well, the temperature right now 31 degrees and cloudy skies. The humidity is 92%. Winds are calm, so there's no wind chill to deal with at least. Sunset time this evening was about an hour or so ago. It's 31 in Beckley, so temperatures around the entire eastern third of the country are pretty chilly, even all the way down to Atlanta, which has 46. Charlotte has 37. It's 35 in Nashville, 29 in Indianapolis, 28 in Chicago, 40 in St. Louis. And notice that we are in the clear now. All of our showers are way off to the east now, off the Atlantic seaboard. There are a couple of isolated showers showing up in Maryland. That's about it, though, and in Delaware as well. As we look at our Doppler radar to the northwest, though, we do see another batch of snow showers coming towards us. This is our Sunday system. We believe will give us a little chance for some rain and snow as we go through our Sunday. You see, as by Monday morning, that of course will have changed over to all snow as temperatures will be dropping into the middle 20s. And as we go through our Wednesday and Thursday, here comes a much more potent storm system. As you see what's happening right there, look at all that dark blue. So it looks pretty similar to what we saw yesterday in terms of the setup. As the low pressure center passes off to our south, still plenty of cold air to work with and therefore decent amounts of snow. So the next 7 days, the European mile is pretty snowy. Look at the snow totals that we see over the next 7 days. We see 7 and 8 inch totals in lots of areas around the region. So this is something that we'll definitely be tracking for you as we go through the later days in our forecast. Tanner, of course, has the weekend duties, and Christian will be back on Monday morning. I'll be back on Monday afternoon. 27 in Beckley, 25 in Bluefield, 20 in Berks Garden, 28 in Richlands, 21 in Marlton, and temperatures are sitting in the lower to middle 20s in other areas as well, especially up in the north and towards Pocahontas County. Aches and pains forecast, smiley faces at first, then it's smiley faces again, and then it's, low pressure is coming towards the region. That's why we're going to see those frowny faces. And that low pressure center, as we talked about, could be fairly strong like yesterday's storm was. So in other words, it could be a repeat of yesterday. I hope not, but it's possible, certainly. We get a little bit of snow, not a bad thing after all. We discussed the possibilities for white Christmases, and hey, guess what? Might as well get some snow and cold. If you're going to get a white Christmas, you have to have those things.
Yeah.
It looks like that's what we're going to be getting over the next 7 days.
All right. Well, you know what? I mean, people want a white Christmas, so I guess just be grateful that you're going to get it, myself included. And I am also grateful, too, that we're having at least a break from today, because last night was really rough on the roads. Coming home after the show last night. Yeah,
very much so. There were a lot of slides, a lot of sliding. The roads were taken care of pretty well.
Yes.
But once you got off of the main roads, the secondary roads in particular were pretty rough. So hopefully we don't get that again.
Hopefully not. And if we do, drive safe. Now we have more news, weather, and sports coming away after the break, so don't go anywhere.